Don't take your health for granted. Don't take your body for granted. Do something today that communicates to your body that you desire to care for it. Tomorrow is not promised. Worry about being respected. Never worry about being liked, because that's the trap. My belief is that communication is the best way to create strong relationships. Will and I are yin and yang. He's all sky, vast and bright and soaring, and I'm all earth. I'm here to ground him, and he's here to help me fly. I try my best to confront situations because I know, at the end of the day, you can deal with it or it will deal with you. I've had enough experience to know that that's how it goes down. There's no going around it. I'm extremely ambitious. I don't know why people are afraid to say that. I won't sell my soul to the devil, but I do want success, and I don't think that's bad. Women, you can have it all: a loving man, devoted husband, loving children, a fabulous career. How can we ask for our young stars to have a high level of responsibility if we are not demonstrating that same level of responsibility towards them? You know, as I get older, personal happiness is all about love. It's all about love. You know how I'm loved and how I love my family and my husband. That to me is happiness. When I feel like I am loved and I have a place to love deeply, that to me is happiness. I do a lot of reading, meditating, and praying to stay as grounded as I can be in this crazy world. Good mothers make all kinds of choices. Making a decision that might sound selfish does not make a woman a bad mother. It's very important to prioritize. I know, for me, my family comes first. That makes every decision very easy. I don't get afraid in talking about subject matter that may spark controversy, and I'm not afraid to not be liked. I think that sometimes people pay too much attention to being liked, and it's paralyzing. Lack of confidence is what makes you want to change somebody else's mind. When you're okay, you don't need to convince anyone else in order to empower yourself. People love in different ways. You may have a man who brings you flowers every Monday but doesn't give two hooty hoots about Valentine's Day. Just because he doesn't give you a Valentine doesn't mean he doesn't love you. You can be committed to somebody because of ego. I said I was going to be with this joker for the rest of my life, so I'm just going to do it. Or you can be committed because you'll have a deeply rooted connection. I never stopped being a mother, and I never stopped being an artist. You understand? Which is probably why my kids are so creative, because it's not separated. Know this: if someone has cheated on you who truly loves you, they have hurt themselves as much as they have hurt you. I think that with marriages, people have to understand that you have to look at your marriage and understand what is needed in your marriage, not what people think your marriage should be or what people want your marriage to be. You've got to be happy in your own skin. Controversy is always a beautiful thing. I love controversy, and I try to fan it as much as I can without having my husband's head pop off. I just think, as women, we have to give ourselves room to be individuals. So when a woman makes a decision for herself, we as women shouldn't set those hardcore boundaries for another woman, just like we don't want men setting hardcore boundaries for us. I learned that surrounding myself with people who are able to help me is like being surrounded by tangible godliness. Love is what sometimes holds us and binds us when we're not so happy. I don't have to go around trying to save everybody anymore. That's not my job. I think that old school style of I'm your parent and I'm greater than you doesn't work. What I establish with my children is a partnership. I think, as women, we have to stop being scared to be the women we want to be, and we have to raise our daughters to be the women they want to be, not the women we think they should be. I'm not one about trying to slow things down. What I try to do is create an atmosphere for my family where we can pretty much have whatever I'm not here to as a parent. I believe we are specifically here to help our children mature in the way that they can take on their own lives. I'm not here to live their lives for them. That's not my job. I feel that when a child has self-worth and purpose, that's what keeps them grounded. I think women who lead full lives are better mothers. I find fame to be quite unnatural. Humans are not built for extreme adoration. Women need to attack those negative voices they have in their head. Take responsibility about what you have on your TV and about what you are out there supporting. I would say being deeply involved in the art world would help keep a young artist on track, doing what you love so that your focus is your artistry. I had to get into a place for myself of thinking what I would create for myself if I didn't have to worry about making money. You always have to remember to take care of yourself first and foremost, because when you stop taking care of yourself, you get out of balance and you really forget how to take care of others. Jada Pinkett Smith Pinkett, born September 18, 1971, in Baltimore, Maryland. Jada Pinkett was named after her mother's favorite soap opera actress, Jada Rowland. She is of Jamaican and Bajan descent on her mother's side and African American descent on her father's side. Her parents are Adrienne Banfield Norris, the head nurse of a Baltimore inner-city clinic, and Robsal Pinkett Jr., who ran a construction company. Banfield Norris became pregnant in high school, and the couple married but divorced after several months. Pinkett was raised by her mother and grandmother. Marion Martin Banfield, a Jamaican-born social worker, was married to Dr. Gilbert Banfield, a family doctor. Pinkett attended the Baltimore School for the Arts, where she met and became close friends with her classmate, rapper Tupac Shakur. When Pinkett met Shakur, she was a drug dealer. Her mother had been a heroin addict. She majored in dance and theater and graduated in 1989. After graduation, she spent a year at the North Carolina School of the Arts. Pinkett-Smith is an American actress and talk show host. She is co-host of the Facebook Watch talk show Red Table Talk, for which she has received a Daytime Emmy Award. Time named her one of the 100 most influential people in the world in 2021. Pinkett-Smith landed her big break on the sitcom A Different World in 1991. She went on to star in films such as Menace to Society 1993, The Nutty Professor 1996, Set It Off 1996, and Scream to 1997, before her prominent contributions to The Matrix Reloaded 2003, The Matrix Revolutions 2003, and the animated Madagascar films. She returned to television with starring roles on Hawthorne 2009-2011 and Gotham 201 for 2017. Her other acting roles include Magic Mike XXL 2015, Bad Moms 2016, Girls Trip 2017, and The Matrix Resurrections 2021. In 2002, Pinkett-Smith launched a music career as the lead singer and songwriter for the new metal band Wicked Wisdom. In 2005, she published a children's book, Girls Hold Up This World, which landed at number 2 on the New York Times bestseller list. Along with her husband Will Smith, she has a production company and has producing credits in films, documentaries, and television series. In 2010, she earned a nomination for the Tony Award for Best Musical as a producer for the Broadway musical Fela.